Hey, 7th grade. We have a review today on chapter 12, and then you'll be taking a test after you look at this review. So we have lots of vocabulary from our chapter on plants. We have photosynthesis, tissues, chloroplasts, vacuole, cuticle, vascular tissue, non-vascular plants, rhizoids, vascular plants, phloem, xylem, fronds, pollen, seed, gymnosperm, angiosperms, cotyledons, monocots, dicots, root cap, cambium, stomata, transpiration, embryo, germination, flower, pollination, sepals, petals, stamens, pistils, ovary, sporophyte, gametophyte, annuals, biennials, and perennials, fertilization, zygote, cones, ovule, fruit, tropism, hormone, auxin, photoperiodism, critical night length, short day plants, long day plants, day neutral plants, dormancy, and peat. So like I said, lots of vocabulary from this chapter. From lesson 1, you have your 2 key points. Nearly all plants are autotrophs, organisms that produce their own food. With the exception of some green algae, all plants contain many cells. In addition, all plant cells are surrounded by cell walls. And second, for plants to survive on land, they must have ways to obtain water and other nutrients from their surroundings, retain water, support their bodies, transport materials, and reproduce. And then plants are multicellular, remember that. Lesson 2, non-vascular plants are low-growing, have thin cell walls, and do not have roots for absorbing water from the ground. Ferns, club mosses, and horsetails share 2 characteristics. They have vascular tissue and they do not produce seeds. Instead of seeds, these plants reproduce by releasing spores. Seed plants have vascular tissue and they use pollen and seeds to reproduce. Lesson 3, roots anchor a plant in the ground, absorb water and minerals from the soil, and sometimes store food. The stem carries substances between the plant's roots and leaves. The stem also provides support for the plant and holds up the leaves so they are exposed to the sun. Leaves capture the sun's energy and carry out the food-making process of photosynthesis. Inside a seed is a partially developed plant. If a seed lands in an area where conditions are favorable, the plant sprouts out of the seed and begins to grow. And then a typical flower constrains sepals, petals, stamens, and pistils. Lesson 4. Plants have complex life cycles that include 2 different stages, the sporophyte stage and the gametophyte stage. All plants undergo sexual reproduction that involves fertilization. 5. Touch, gravity, and light are 3 important stimuli that trigger growth responses or tropisms in plants. The amount of darkness a plant receives determines the time of flowering in many plants. Dormancy helps plants survive freezing temperatures and the lack of liquid water. And finally, lesson 6. In addition to food, plants provide habitats. Plants can clean the water and protect the soil in an environment. Plants are also the base of many products important to human life, such as medicines, paper, and clothing. So please complete the Edmodo questions for the Chapter 12 test. Let me know if you have any questions and have a wonderful day.